All right. Good Saturday. Today is officially day 33. And as you can see, I decided to go back to the video. I just finished the workout, day 33 workout, which consisted of, let me check, back, more like the upper back, since we really hit lower back yesterday. And then, let's see what else. We did calves and shoulder, back, shrugs. So really back and calves, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I'm missing. Back and calves pretty much was today. Now, so where do I begin? So if you were listening to some of the audio that I had done, I think at this point I still have, I believe it's day 32 audio that I need to post. So if I'll have to post that one first just so I can get it out there, and then I'll post day 33 probably not long after. So as I explained earlier, probably in one of the earlier audios, I decided to take Wednesday, which would have been, I guess, day 31. I decided to take Wednesday as an active rest day because I needed to do some chores around the house, and I had my girls had come home for that evening, and I just wanted to take that day, and I also intended to maybe use the Wednesday as an opportunity to cook and try to cook for the next couple of days. So in my mind, what I was thinking is that on Sunday I would cook for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, do all of that on Sunday, and then on Wednesday, when I would take another rest day, I would cook for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, which would get me kind of ahead. And one of the themes that I have talked about quite a bit in these sort of recaps has been time management, not having enough time. In today's video, Kris talked about cutting the fat, and one of the things that he was referring to, at least how I understood it, was that cutting the fat really means from your time, from your day. There are certain things that just are not that important, or they really aren't a priority compared to, let's say, another goal that you may have. For me right now, obviously, cutting this extra fat is very intense, and it is taking quite a bit of time throughout the course of the day. But at the same time, I'm seeing positive results, so I'm encouraged to just keep going. And then, of course, I have sort of my circle of friends, family who are behind me and supporting me, whether they're supporting me through encouragement, words of encouragement, go get them, or they're actually helping to prepare foods, any number of ways that people are supporting me, and I definitely appreciate it. So for me, it just encourages me to keep going, because even as I'm posting these videos, audios, pictures, and telling stories about this transformation, whether they be coworkers, or people at the gym, or people at church, people are noticing the changes. And and I think Kris has mentioned this a few times in his videos, that the people who are watching, the people who are participating, the people who are being inspired, or at least thinking about taking a step towards better health, whether they do it, thinking about it, or take little baby steps, I feel like I won't say a responsibility to them, but I do feel accountable, because I'm putting all this out there openly and in the public. So if I do all of this and I don't finish, then everyone's gonna know. Not that there's gonna be public shaming of any kind, but I just know that I'm putting it out there. People know that I'm doing something, and if I don't finish, then, I kind of have to deal with that. And that's not my intention. So I just see all of this activity around what I'm doing, and I feel encouraged and inspired to keep going and to keep making those positive changes. And as a result, it has affected some other things where maybe I don't spend as much time. Okay, there's not even a maybe. I don't spend as much time watching television as maybe I used to, or maybe walking around a little less. I won't say aggressively, but walking with purpose. Sometimes I would just kind of lounge and walk through my day, and I feel with really cutting out the fat, which was my point. You're almost saying I am cutting the fat to the point that I'm only doing things that are going to push me forward. And I love the way this program is almost forcing me to take those priorities. So any case, so today is actually a Saturday, which would have normally been an active rest day. I am doing the last workout, weight training for today, which is actually day 33. And then, of course, tomorrow will be an active rest day. And then we'll finish off week 5. What other observations can I say at this point? Well, I can tell you that looking in the mirror, especially in the morning, I noticed that sometimes throughout the course of the day, I can look in the mirror and I don't look as good later in the day. Well, I'll change that. After a workout, I look and feel pretty good. I feel swollen and I feel all these, endorphins and whatever else is going on inside. I feel great. And I even, to a certain extent, look pretty good too. But the morning time, when I get up in the morning, I look in the mirror, I actually feel very slender. I can see the changes in my body. I can see it around my upper stomach. I can see it in my lower stomach. I can see the changes. And I can also tell you, and again, it's not official until Monday, but I can also tell you that I've even snuck a few days where I was getting on the scale to see, was anything happening? Especially going into week 5, what kind of changes can I expect to see? And I can tell you that the scale is still dropping, and the body fat caliper has even revealed a different number. But I'll save that for Monday morning, or Monday's video, so that you can get the official word on what those numbers are. One of the questions I'm getting quite a bit is, can I take pictures? And and I surprisingly, I used to take weekly pictures just to sort of document how things are changing from week to week, and I haven't actually done that. And I told some of the folks that were asking that I would start doing that. So maybe this weekend I'll get back in front of the camera and take a picture that I can share. I didn't share my first picture, so I'd have to kind of show that, and then I'd have to also show where I am. And I'm beginning to sort of question, if I should do that now or wait until the end and then kind of show the progression, sort of as like, okay, here's after 8 weeks. I am still considering doing another 4 weeks after this one is over. I'm just trying to decide which program I'll do, if I'll go into repeat, maybe take a week off. I guess my couple options: will I take a week off between doing this and something else, or will I go directly into the next thing, or immediately just go right back into the HCT, the hardcore trainer, starting with week 5 again. So again, it will be repeat the hardcore trainer the last 4 weeks, which I'm leaning towards. The question would be, do I go directly into it following the program, which would mean it ends on a Sunday? Do I start back week 5 on Monday, or do I take a week off in between the hardcore trainer and then go directly into week 5, which is the second option? The third option being I go directly into the 4 weeks to shred. I think the more that I read about the 4 weeks to shred, the more I'm wondering if I'm actually low enough in body fat that I would get the maximum benefit, or can I maybe do one more round of hardcore trainer, 4 weeks of that, and then consider taking maybe a week off, and depending on where I am at the end, either go into 4 weeks to shred, or maybe do some bulking. So anyway, still thinking through those options to figure out where I'm going to go with that. So cardio wise, 40 minutes, still catching up on my shows. Really been enjoying that. That in the morning, and in the evening, also take time to look at the next day videos, something I'll do. So between music and watching shows, I think right now those are sort of my top things that I'm doing. So if I was going to have a need for watching television, 40 minutes in the morning and 40 minutes in the afternoon is kind of the way to go. Again, this week, time was a big issue. I don't know if I can stress that one enough. Preparing the night before, my clothes, my bag, my gym bag, my supplements, making sure all that is packed, I think is definitely something I should be doing the night before. I just think that I've been running so late during the week that by the time I get home, all I have time to do is to do my second set of cardio, take a shower, and go to bed. And then by that time, it's 10 o'clock, and then I'm getting back up the next morning and repeating the cycle. I am thinking that if I do my food and cook it twice a week, then that's going to cut out some time. And as long as I'm just setting up my clothes the night before, there really shouldn't be much else that I'll have to do. Just take a shower, do my cardio, take my shower, eat my breakfast, which can just be protein powder with some oatmeal. Take a shower, and then, get my clothes on and go. But I have been running behind, and you'll get that if you listen to the audio I'll post from yesterday. I know I was behind a couple of times this week where I almost missed my van pool because I was running late, and I don't like that feeling. So that's pretty much it for now. I think today, again, is a Saturday. So once I finish with you, I'm going to go home, change clothes, take a shower, and then change clothes. And then I think we're going to probably go out and do something fun. Enjoy this Saturday. It's Labor Day weekend. So tomorrow is another active rest day, which means I'll just kind of hang out, find out, maybe catch up on some shows, eat, do cardio, and then go into Monday, which is still a holiday, no work. So I'll be able to also maybe prepare some more that day. So I think that's it for now. All right, guys. So thank you for listening. Thank you for your ongoing support. Thank you to anyone and everyone who is out there watching and, commenting and, asking questions and, whatever it is that you're doing. I want to say thank you for your support and just ongoing and rah-rah and all those things. Okay. This is me thinking. I think that's it. All right, guys. I will check in with you later.